So there's a little telephone here. We are going to use that shit. We don't need to pixel hunt for it. What's going on? There we go. We're going to phone that Todrick guy. Let's see what he has to say for himself. I love this too, where it's like just an old envelope and he writes stuff on it. You know what I mean? It's cool. Let's give this bloody bloke a shout.
Who is this? Hi, my name's George Stobart. You don't know me.
Well, sir, you're getting to join in on one of the best
What
ones
can I
ever
do for
made.
you? Well,
This one is amazing.
I'm trying to trace one of your customers. Could I maybe
Where it
come
ends
over
up
and talk
going
to
is
you?
just like,
No,
whoa.
no,
You end
that's
up
not
all over the
possible.
world. Like,
Oh,
we
okay.
go to Ireland and a
Forget
part
it.
of it too.
Listen, all I want is a name.
What are you talking about? Who are you working for?
I guess you might say I'm acting in the interests of truth and justice.
Ah, thank God. I thought you were the police.
There are innocent lives at stake, Mr. Todrick. Lives that you could save.
You're collecting for charity, yes?
No, I'm not. All I want from you
It is quite funny as
information.
well. Like,
Go on. I'm listening.
so let's ask him about maybe the clown costume first.
What do you know about the clown who bombed the Café de la Chandelle Verte?
I don't have no idea what you're talking about.
I thought he
You're
would have
cool,
asked him about the
Todrick.
jacket,
But I think you know more than you're saying.
I don't know who you be, but sure I am you don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know if you're saying that to make me think you don't know what I mean, but... Oh, this is ridiculous. Quit playing games with me, Todrick.
I tell you, I know nothing about no clown.
this is a game though. I'm actually playing a game. It's me playing the game, not Todrick. Get what I'm saying?
Did you know that one of your customers was a part-time clown?
If a guy feels happy with a funny nose and custard down his pants, what's the problem?
This looks so good, doesn't it? Like, it just looks so nice.
Do you know a guy called Plantar?
No, I never heard of him.
This goes on there's some pretty...
Shall I tell you what happened to Plantar? How he was killed in cold blood?
I told you, I never heard of Plantar.
I expect Plantar's a family man, don't you? In their little apartment, Madame Plantar is cooking the supper, listening for the familiar sound of her husband's key in the door. Junior is waiting for his daddy to come home from work. He can't wait to show him the merit marks he earned in school today. Only tonight, Monsieur Plantar won't be coming home.
You forgot the puppy.
Huh?
The faithful puppy dog, waiting for the sound of his master's voice.
Maybe they don't have a dog. What do you think?
I don't know Plantar. I never heard of Plantar.
Such a random
None of
thing
this
to
has
talk
anything
about.
to do with me.
So he's useless.
Thanks for nothing, Todd.
Yeah, man. Thanks for nothing. Thanks for nothing, bozo. Now we're gonna give the side chick a call.
Bonjour, couleur.
Babe alert.
Hi, it's George
Babe.
Stobart, the American at the cafe.
Uvi's in the chat for a babe.
You said to call.
Nico
if I
is
could help.
babe.
Have you any news for me?
You bet. I met a witness who spoke to the clown. And I know where the killer gets his suits.
No kidding. Hey, I'm impressed.
Thanks.
You are? Well, it wasn't easy.
A little wristy.
Why
Would
don't
sort
you
that
come
out.
here to my apartment?
Okay.
Fine. Where do you live?
Yeah.
51 Rue Jarry.
What's
Okay,
happening,
I'll
Hog
come right
Machine? She is a babe. She is a total honey. Oh yeah, I'll come right over. Let's get out faster than that, please. She's just invited us over. Get your skates on. What's her at? I'm not too sure. She lives at Rue Jarry though. We can go to the police station as well. We don't need to go there. But this is where we are so far in Paris, so we can go to her place. ASL. Location is here. So we can't get in. Let's go try the door. The door's
I
fucked.
pushed against the door, but it seemed to be locked.
He just wants to get in there for a smidgen of the poon.
It was the door to Nico's apartment.
But it's locked, so we've got no option but to talk to this little old lady.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like me to foretell your future?
No thanks.
I'm very good, and it only takes a minute.
I don't think
Thanks
I
all
would
the
let
same,
anybody
but
do
I'm
that
not
to me.
superstitious.
To go to
Besides, if
psychic
it
or
only takes
anything.
a minute, that's not much of a future to look forward to.
Let's ask him about her. Let's straight
Do you
up.
know
We're
a
trying to
young
get
woman
into her
called
apartment.
Nicole
Tell me how to
Collard?
break in.
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me, in the apartment block across the street.
I tried the door, but it's locked.
You know, I've told the landlord about that a million times. It is the damp. The whole building is like a sponge.
Hog Machine
Sucks
Machine
up the
D. Do
moisture.
you remember the house we
God
lived in that
knows.
was like a
You mean the
sponge?
door is stuck because it's swollen?
That is correct.
Yeah, that's black magic
There
stuff.
is
That's
an
like the
art to
devil.
opening it.
She probably
Don't
listens
shove
to
it hard.
Marilyn Manson
Just give it a gentle nudge above the lock.
and talks about
Thanks
the
for the
devil
advice.
and 666. So there we've got the. We already know how to get in. Do we really need to talk about any more? Well, let's just
How
have a
long
quick
has
chat.
Mademoiselle Collard lived here?
A few months. She's in for a
Hog
shock
Machine
when
D
the
and me
cold
used to live in a
weather
house
comes.
together, man, and it was the
Drafty
fucking. It
windows,
was like a horror. It was a horror movie, that
insufficient
house.
struggle to keep warm. The
It's
only
so
reason I
bad.
stay is because the rent is cheap. Your young lady, she deserves better.
I thought Mademoiselle Collard was a successful photographer.
Not as successful as she makes out for all her fine clothes.
Alright.
Oh, I've heard her crying herself to sleep at night.
That's awful.
Now don't you
Let me
on
just
that
go
I've
in and
told
sort her
you.
out here.
She's proud, that woman. Too proud, if you ask me.
Bathroom didn't work for like 3 months. Yeah, man. He was so fucked. And he was just like, oh, I'll get that fixed next week for you. He would just keep saying that. Like, we just have to shower at other people's houses. It's so fucked. But let's not talk about that. That house was grim. I'm not going to ask her about anything else. I'm going to try and get in the
See you
house.
later.
That's
I'm
right.
going to try and break in. Push the door the way she told me to.
Remembering the flower seller's advice, I pushed the door gently just above the lock.
He karate chopped that door. Did you see that? Pacha! There she is.
Bonjour. I'm glad you could make it, monsieur.
Please, call me George.
Call me
Nicole.
your little
Take a
boy.
seat,
Call me whatever you want. Step on me, giant lady, please.
Eh bien?
Or something.
And what have you been up to?
Nothing.
I've been exploring the sewers beneath the cafe.
Not thinking
I
about
thought
you,
I
if
could
that's
smell
what you're trying to say.
something bad.
The clown used the sewer to escape and to change out of his costume. I guess he was in a hurry. He left his jacket behind.
And?
I got his tailor's phone number.
Aye.
More, I know where he hired the clown suit, too.
Better luck than I
Hey!
did.
Luck, she said. Luck. Hard work, I'd call it.
This guy
What
just
happened?
wants patted on the
Took my
head.
photographs to the editor, but he wasn't interested. Can you believe it? He told me to drop the story.
But you're not about to do that.
Oh no. I am going to find out what's behind these killings. You know what I think? It's a conspiracy. In 3
Ooh.
different countries,
We
they've kept
boys
very
love a
quiet
good
about the murders.
conspiracy, don't
The
we?
press don't connect them at all.
What are
They
we
blame
talking here?
them on
Bigfoot or
political,
something?
religious or militant minority extremists.
That covers just about everyone.
Let's see. So, let's show her what we found. Let's show her the dirty tissue. I'm sure she really wants to see that.
I found this tissue down the sewer.
Oh, that's disgusting, Georges.
I think the stuff on it is grease paint, like actors use. Or clowns.
What do you
It's
think?
still disgusting. Get rid of it.
Listen to the music. She's disgusted.
I found this false nose in the sewer. It has La Risée du Monde printed inside it.
The laughing stock of the
Look at
world.
her face. She's
It's
such a babe.
costume shop near the Gare Salvador.
Isn't
I'll
she?
check it out. Maybe the owner remembers who hired the clown costume.
Why don't you put it on, Georges?
No way am I wearing this. I'd look really stupid. Besides, you might have had a cold.
I'll just carry it around in my pocket instead. So, let's ask her about
Tell
the
me
clown.
more about the clown's previous victims.
The first was Arno Bellotta, the millionaire pharmaceutical baron. He made his money from amphetamines in the post-war slimming and diet boom. Imagine it! Millions of housewives literally speeding their butts off.
Was he killed for his money?
No. He had no living relatives, and his fortune went to the orphanage where he grew up. The only witness in the case was his Filipino au pair. She swears he was led to his death by a snowman.
Ooh. Somebody
What
dressed
about
up
the
as a
clown's
snowman,
second
probably. Probably not a real
Yamada,
snowman.
the controversial Japanese Queen politician. He inherited his fortune from his father's electrochemical consortium. He was committed to dismantling Japan's automobile industry.
I can't see him gaining much support with a loony policy like that.
Yamada was a man of vision. He was years ahead of his time.
If you say so. How did he die?
At the hands, or should I say, flippers, of a giant emperor penguin.
Wow. You guys seeing here okay still? Someone dressed up like a penguin too. And just making sure because I had used the Windows key, and you know how games can just shit themselves from that. I'm assuming you guys can hear me, yeah? Yeah, good man, sir. Can always rely on old sir. Fucking you got me out. What's happening, Darren? Got me out of Resident Evil 4 last night, man. I've clipped the parts down, so I've got part 11, the ending, to put up, and that's in it at the end where I'm hugging the wall. Like, every time I fucking play Resident Evil 4, I die at the end, and that it turns out that was what I was doing. I was just holding the stick too far to the side. Thank you, sir. You taught me how to finish Resident Evil 4 without dying.
A snowman, a penguin, and now a clown. You know, I hate to admit it, but this is scary. And I'll tell you what, I won't be accepting any invitations to costume parties.
I don't blame you for being scared. I am too. But this story could be my only chance of a big break.
Or a premature death. You speak very good English for a French girl.
Thanks. You speak very good English from America.
Do you like that? Do you like that one? That was a dig at Americans,
I
because,
better
you
be
know,
going.
Thanks for coming, Monsieur Stobart.
get it?
Call me George, and it was my pleasure. If I track down the clown, I'll let you know.
If I track down the clown, can I smell your shoes? That would be a good deal. So, we've got a lead now. We've got the name of the costume shop that was inside the clown nose. Excuse me. So that's going to be our next stop. Let's go. There's a really rare scene you can see here where a little man walks past with a bicycle. He walks up the street. Nobody knows how to trigger it, but it'll just show up sometimes. It's like, and I mean like a 1 in a fucking million chance. So here we go. Yo, what's happening, man? So you got the weird name. You're Madsen, aren't you? I'm just making sure, or if I got that wrong. People having different names on Twitter to Twitch really, really fucks my head up. Now you haven't missed it, man. We're gonna play for another bit because it's
Excuse me?
it's just a chill game, man.
Monsieur.
It's
Please,
Christmas
come
time.
in.
It's a cozy
Welcome.
game.
Leave the mundane world behind. For in these
I'm not talking so much because I'm letting you guys hear what's being said and what's actually going
I
on.
want a costume.
Yeah, what's
Didn't
happening,
you ever
Madsen?
dress up when you were a child?
Not that I remember.
Incredible! You'll be telling me next that you never shared your elder sister's lingerie.
I
What?
don't have a sister, and I think I'd look pretty silly in a brassiere. I just need some
Who
information.
here
Of
up
course.
sharing their
How can
sister's
I help?
lingerie? Hands up in the chat. Who's done it?
Have you heard of a man named Plantile?
I do not recall anyone of that name.
Let's ask him about the clown.
I'm looking for a man who hired a clown costume from you.
Oui, monsieur. I do not see how I can help.
Don't you keep a record of costumes that you've rented out?
Of course, monsieur.
Not that
but-
many clowns, obviously.
Well, then I'd like to check your records. Give me the names of everyone who's rented a clown suit.
Impossible. There are too many.
Every man that's ever rented a clown costume in Paris, like, give me them records right now.
The clown I'm looking for is a cold-blooded killer. Give me his name, and I'll see he's brought to justice.
I'd help you if I could, but you can't expect me to remember.
I've had to start
all
using a
my
notpad to
customers.
keep track
You
of
see,
like
the clown
who certain
costume
people
is
are
our most
between
popular
Twitter
line,
and
monsieur.
Twitch.
On average,
I'm an old
we
head.
hire out more than
Got a little wee
30
notepad.
clown suits a week. You'll have to give me more to go by. A description, perhaps?
Or
How come clowns are so popular?
I think it has something to do with their unpredictable nature.
Personally, I think clowns should be banned, along with mimes.
Oh, come now. Who doesn't love clowns?
Me, for one.
who? All right, Mr. Stick in the Mud. Is it not a? It's a thing where. Is it not like quite an American thing to be scared of clowns? Like in the rest of the world, clowns aren't seen as like a scary thing. They're seen as like an actual comedy thing. So let's show them. We'll show them the grease paint. How about that? Or the nose. Let's show them the nose because it's from here.
Do you want this red nose back?
Not after it's been worn, thank you.
Well, let's ask him about this.
Do you recognize this
He's not
cloth?
gonna.
Oui.
Oh,
You do?
Mais oui, I served a man wearing a suit made from the same material.
Do you remember his name?
No?
oh, we've missed something. I'm gonna have to quit out of here
Thanks for your help,
and go
buddy.
back and talk to
My
Nico.
pleasure, monsieur.
We didn't show her
Allow
that
me
cloth.
to shake you by the hand.
Huh? Well, okay. What are you trying to do, kill me?
You did not find it amusing?
I never saw the funny side of electroshock therapy.
You never saw a real
It
clown
is
in your
your
life, like a
Do I need a license?
carnival
No,
or anything
but
like
I
that.
give you a
Any
word
sort of thing?
warning, monsieur.
What?
Remember to switch it off before you visit the toilet.
Will you be mime? He's advises us to turn off the electric hand buzzer before we use the toilet. I'm just gonna
Excuse
actually
me?
ask him
Oui, monsieur.
because I don't know if we need to talk to Nico first about this or can we just ask him. Let's show him the greasy tissue.
Does this dirty tissue mean anything to you?
Let me smell that.
Smell that Zaza.
Bestheimer's number 7 white pancake.
Imagine that was like a cum rag and he just sniffed the shit out of it. He's like, oh here, let me smell that,
De la
man.
crème of Shakespeare accoutrement.
Have you sold any of it recently?
Yes, 2 cans.
Got one of those and had a heart attack. Like, are you being serious? He had a real heart attack?
About this tissue.
I have already given you my professional opinion.
Okay. Pretty sure we need to go back to
Do you
Nico.
recognize this?
Oui.
You do?
Mais oui, I served them.
Okay.
Do you remember?
No?
I fucked it.
Thanks
So
for your help,
before we
buddy.
leave, let's just have a quick look around here. There's nothing else we can pick up, but there's a dog shit right here. Look, one of the wee fake poos.
As my fingers closed on the plastic novelty, I realized my mistake. It was a novelty, all right, but it wasn't plastic.
And I think we can use this. Might get a copyright strike for this. Shit. Such a weird thing that you can interact with. But let's just go back to Nico real quick. This is my bad. We should have done this. But I was too busy looking at her badonkadonks to realise what was going on. You know what I'm saying? This game's so good, man. The music, everything about it is just. He had a heart attack, came back, and some girl had been on holiday when he had first hit him with it, and he had another
Hi,
one.
me again.
Jesus Christ, man.
So I see.
Nico, babe. Babe alert. Babe alert. Let's ask her about the cloth.
I found a piece of material near the cafe. When I showed it to the concierge, he recognized it right away.
It's very distinctive, all right. Just wait until you see this. I developed the film I shot at the cafe. Here,
Yep,
George,
yep.
it's an enlargement I made.
Here we go.
Look what that guy's wearing.
Checkered pants. The same material as I found in the sewer.
That's right. This guy shouldn't be difficult to find.
Oh no?
Take a close look at his left cheek.
A scar. In the shape of a horseshoe.
Oh, a crescent moon.
Down bad for the pixels. How long has it been, Kevin? Bro, if you're not looking at this and saying that this is peak Babe in 1996, there's something wrong.
Tell me more about yourself.
Oh, there is not much to tell.
Well, how did you get into photography?
I
I
wish
guess
I
I
hadn't
owe that
asked.
to my father. He bought my first camera. I was 8 and my parents had just split up.
Didn't ask for the life story. Like, now you make me feel bad. I better ask more.
Did you live with your father?
What?
Yes, my mother went off with her new boyfriend. I don't mind. Papa was all I needed.
She's not
4 years
pixels,
later, he
alright?
died in a plane crash.
She's mid, but I like her.
Sorry.
Well, it's alright. I don't mind talking about him. He was more like an older brother, really. Always joking and laughing.
You're not an
Papa
old head,
always
nah,
wanted I
man.
should study art.
I remember the first time getting to play this. It was a PlayStation 1 demo disc, and man, I was
Did you learn about photography at college?
probably about 7 or
No.
8, and it
I
was the
couldn't
first
afford the
section just
materials.
getting into the sewers.
We were
Like, so you
billed
got
for
the cafe
everything,
blowing up, and then
canvas,
you getting into the
paper.
sewers and just
Most of my
about to
years
climb
went
out
to
them, and that was where
England
the
when it
demo
was
ended.
cheaper.
And
I used to
I
go
was just
poaching
in
in the
love.
park for
I
squirrel
had
hair.
to, play the
The
whole
only
thing.
time I wasn't
It was really hard to find
the time I
too
was
because
printing.
obviously I was
I
looking for it
used to
maybe
read
a
the
year or two
potatoes.
after it was actually
You're making
released.
fun of me, aren't you?
Oh no!
Game like this on PS1 isn't going to be sitting there by the stacks on shelves. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have a boyfriend?
That's none of your
Oh
business.
man, he's got Riz. This bro has got Riz. So,
I'm going back out to search for that clown.
Where?
I could go back to the costume shop.
Yep.
Or maybe I should go look for Rosso.
Let me know if you find anything.
I will.
I don't know if I need to talk to Rosso just yet. Maybe I do at some point. But we're gonna go and show that guy in the costume shop the photograph. And as far as I'm aware, then that gives us a bit of an opening. So, I'd like us to get to another country, and then we could call it a night. But I'm not, off the top of my head, I'm not too sure how far away that would be. So, because we've got, I'm not going to say any more because I'm not going to fucking spoil it.
Excuse me.
Oui, monsieur?
So here we go.
Do you recognize this man?
Ah, oui? He was here this morning.
I miss Jolly, man. I wish Jolly was here with us
Just
too.
2 costumes. Bozo the clown and Seamus the pixie.
A
Seamus the
pixie?
Pixie.
Very smart. Green silk with a taffeta lining. He gave me his name as Monsieur Card.
There, we got a name. Now we've got a name.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
My pleasure.
Let's friggin' go. Now we have a name, so now we can't go back to the costume shop. That's us finished there. Let's go visit Nico. Use her phone. We don't have cell phones back then. What about that, Madsen? We didn't have cell phones back then. Jolly is currently probably having dinner. Jolly's such a guy, like, I like him. He's just a friendly dude, man. He's so chill.
Salut, George. What news?
I've been to the costume shop.
So, spill the beans, George. What we find out?
Yeah, I like it. What are you supposed to be?
I didn't hire a costume. These are my clothes and you know it.
Did you ask about the clown?
Yeah.
Nah, I went there and didn't ask about the clown that we've been searching
He
for.
hired 2 costumes, the clown and a pixie.
Then we're one jump ahead of him.
How do you make that out?
He probably plans to use the pixie suit next time he kills.
Oh, God, don't let it be me. I don't deserve to die at the hands of a pixie.
Don't be silly, George. That won't happen.
Oh, no?
No, because every time you see a pixie, you're going to run like hell.
If you did see a guy dressed like a pixie running at you, I would run. I'd be let's get the heck out of there.
What are you doing to help trace the killer clown?
Yeah, woman, what are you doing?
Yeah?
Just sitting
You have
here.
a copy of the clown's yearbook?
I have a telephone and lots of contacts.
Oh, well, did you find anything useful?
Not yet.
Useless.
I'm employing my first and most useful weapon.
What's that?
Patience.
Oh, this isn't the time for patience.
Isn't it a substitute for decisive thinking?
Just a Tuesday in Ireland, yeah, man. We go to Ireland in this game. Ireland is, like, it's actually really, it looks so good in this. You go to a pub and, like, the majority of the Ireland section takes part in a pub. It's cool.
Have you found out any more about the murders?
Well, it may be nothing, but both the clan's victims...
You go to Syria as well.
...this year.
When?
The second week of July. They were both here at the same time.
Did they meet?
We go to Syria, we go
But I
to
can't imagine it was
Spain,
coincidence.
we go to Scotland. So we're going to use our phone and ring Todrick. Now we have a name.
Can I use your telephone?
Sure, go ahead.
Thanks.
We've got a name, so Todrick can't F us around anymore. Let's doodle the wee picture there. Look at the picture of her, babe. That's my babe right there, look. We need to go pub. The adventure just so happens to bring us to
Who is
pub.
this?
Yeah, you go to a Syrian
Mr.
club
Todd?
actually, yeah.
Oh, it's you again. What now?
Listen, smart ass, don't speak to me like that.
The man I'm looking for is called Khan. He bought a suit from you, remember?
Mr. Khan. Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
You
Now we're
remember
getting
the suit
somewhere.
in his hotel.
The Hotel Ubu. I don't remember the room. It was upstairs. The second room.
Are you guys up for sitting for another bit? Yeah, are you happy enough that we carry on for a little while? I'm off work tomorrow, so I would like to play this with you. But I don't want to bore you guys, you know what I
Now
mean?
we're getting somewhere. Do you know the Hotel Ubu?
The Ubu? Yes, I do.
That's where the clown stayed.
She's so
work,
cute.
Doge.
She's so cute, man. So we've got a location. We've got a location.
See you later.
Where are you going now?
Where the frick
I
do
can
you
go
think?
hang out at the Hotel Ubu.
Watch out for Khan, Josh.
Don't worry, I will.
This game is one big personal information data rights violation. No joke, there's a lot of talk that they ripped a lot of the Da Vinci Code off from this game. Obviously a lot of it's taken from that book, what is it, The Blood and the Holy Grail or something. But a lot of it's taken from this game as well. Which is fucked up, man.